YouTube, what's poppin', man? What's poppin', man? If you hear me rolling around, this is my little rolling chair. I'm not, in my room or anything. But I just decided to get back on here, bro. I ain't been on here in a minute. Um, you feel me? I've been really focusing on God and focusing on music too, for the Lord, obviously. As you can see, I've tried like 3 or 4 new songs. Just trying to figure out, different things with music and stuff like that. But the title of this video, bro, the title is, look, this is something I had to learn, right, in my walk with God. A lot of times as Christians, we expect, and I'm not saying we wrong for this, because in some situations, God will pull you out or God will deliver you from certain things. But sometimes God wants us to go through it. But we often pray, oh, God, get me out of this situation. God, get me out of that situation. Or God, deliver me from this situation. And it's almost like we don't have faith that God will keep us even through that situation that we're going through. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes, it's almost like we just want to not deal with that. For instance, lust. Now, obviously, by ourselves, we cannot get through lust by ourselves. But sometimes God will use certain things to strengthen us, right? And to show us that if we stay close to Him, we can actually get through this, right? And that's oftentimes probably why certain people relapse. I knew that was why I used to relapse, because I just felt like if He didn't take this feeling away, it wasn't working. So I was just like, you know what, I give up, whatever, right? But God wants us to persevere. God wants us to endure. It says, the one that endures to the end shall receive the crown of life. Not the one that gives up, not the one that, you know what I'm saying? We have to endure sometimes. Even with the 3 brothers, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? I believe that's how you pronounce their names. But they obviously got pulled out of the fire, but they had to go through the fire. As soon as they made their allegiance to God and say, hey, we standing with God, we're not worshiping your idols, we're not bowing down to your statue, God could have said, oh, okay, well, you don't have to go through the fire then. No. God sometimes wants us to go through the fire to mold us, to shape us, to prune us, to take certain things away, to teach us a lesson, to strengthen us. And we have to be reminded, even though we're going through this, God is still with us. Because they went through the fire, that doesn't mean that God wasn't with you. And I think the reason why we feel, even though we may be praying, even though we may be going through something, if we don't feel God's closeness, we feel like God isn't with us. And then we ultimately just want to give up. Or we ultimately want to go back to our Egypt. That's the reason why, main reason why the Israelites, they were complaining and they were looking back on Egypt, because they felt God wasn't as close as He said He was. You know what I'm saying? God seen, right, what they were doing, but He knew, and they should have known that God was still there. God was working, but they didn't have faith in God because they felt He was as close as He said He was, which He was indeed as close as He could get, right? But oftentimes, because we go off feelings, right? And we have to stop doing that. We have to stop going off emotions, stop going off of feelings. Feelings are fleeting, feelings are deceitful. You know what I'm saying? And that the devil wants us to focus on our feelings. So I encourage y'all today, stop focusing on your situation. Stop focusing on your feelings. Stop focusing on what it seemed like, what it looked like, because God can change it just like that. But the reason why He want to test your faith. He want to test your strength, and He want to strengthen you even the more, and He wants to grow your faith. It's not because He's not with you. He is definitely with you. But He's allowing you to go through it because He knows and He has faith that you can get through it. He won't put nothing on you more than you can bear. But the fact that it feels like you you can't bear it, it's just so you it's the feeling that the enemy is giving you. It's the lies the enemy is telling you. But God's allowing that so you can see in the long run that God was with you. It's oftentimes in the moment we can't see what God is doing. But when we look back at a situation, we can see where God was because we're out of that situation. So I encourage y'all, man, stay close to God. Keep relying on him. Keep praying. Keep fasting. Keep talking to God about your problems. Keep enduring. Keep doing the things that allow you to endure the suffering, endure the tribulation, endure the temptations of life, of lust, whatever it is, whatever you're going through. And understand, even through that, God is with you. That's the word for today. I love y'all. It's your boy, Muckmo Marcus, back on your screen. Hey, man, I love y'all. Have a good one.